Okay, so now what I'll do is I will start with solving the numerical. Okay, so take the first question. Refer the block diagram. Refer the block diagram. Find C of S divided by R of S. Okay, so this is the thing, but overall transfer function. This is called our overall transfer function. So now for this the question is so take this particular problem. So in this particular problem I can consider like input is R of S. Input is R of S, the signal is flowing like this. Two blocks are there, so the block value is G1, G2. So in the top it is plus, and the feedback is minus. Okay, so now this is the question what they have given. Please take down the question, all of you. So take on the question, all of you. So I will take on the question, all of you.
Yes, sir.
So once you take the question, write the solution. In the solution part, write the same diagram once again. I'll tell you why we need to write the same diagram once again. Please copy down the diagram once again, all of you. So once you take this one, so now you see that. So anyone can you tell me how to reduce this particular block diagram? So now first thing is what we need to see that any blocks which are in series or any blocks which are in parallel, or else take off summing point, okay, take off point, summing point, anything we can do. So what best we can do for this particular numerical, can you be able to see? So now you can see this. Okay, inside this particular diagram, we can able to see that this is the feedback loop what we have, correct? Yes or no? So indicate this as minor feedback loop. Okay, it is called minor feedback loop. Correct. So when we want to say anything as a minus feedback loop, okay, so there should be input arrow mark is there, there should be a summing point which is there should be a block, and there should be a feedback. So feedback equal to what here? H equal to 1. That means what feedback is? Line is there. That means what unity feedback you can consider. Okay, unity feedback. Okay, so here negative sign is there, so you can say it is negative unity negative feedback. So do you have any doubt in this one?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So now once we consider this one, what is the equivalent for this particular block? Okay, so we know that. Okay, so now for a minor or whatever it may be, for a minor feedback loop, we can write single block of value. Okay, so what is the block value? So it will be what, like we know that g of s divided by 1 plus g of s into h of s is the derivation what we have seen in the last classes, correct? This is the first derivation in the block diagram we have seen. So now here, what is the g of s value? G of s value is g1 divided by 1 plus g1 into h of s is 1. So that particular block value is g1 divided by 1 plus g1. So why it is plus? Because there is a negative feedback. Clear? For a minor feedback loop, okay, you can see that minor, you can write it here negative also. For minor negative feedback loop, this is the thing. So now this particular entire dotted lines will be replaced with this particular one. This entire dotted line block will be replaced with single block. So like this. So we will take same R of s here. Here summing point, first summing point will be here. So instead of that particular block, I will take one block of value g1 divided by 1 plus g1. And next the part is what g2 will be continuing. Okay, so this will be considered as C of S. So now for this there is a negative feedback from the end, so we'll consider that also. We'll consider a plus. So this is the equivalent now. Any doubt in this one?
No, sir.
Now when you see this particular block diagram, so now these two blocks, okay, so these are in series, correct? So these two blocks are in series. So when these two blocks are in series, what we have to do? Okay, what we have to do? We have to multiply them. Okay, so we have to multiply them. Okay, so this particular summing element will be there. So these two blocks are in series. Take the multiplication of these two. So it will be what? G1 divided by 1 plus G1 into G2. So this is C of S. Okay. So now we can see that R of S. So now when you consider, so all of you arrived at this particular stage. Please tell me. All of you arrived
Yes,
at
sir.
this particular stage.
Yes, sir.
All of you arrived. Very good. So now this is once again a negative feedback loop, correct?
Yes, sir.
This is once again feedback loop. Right down. See what I am indicating that like that only you have to also should be indicating. Okay, feedback loop. So once you take this particular thing as a feedback loop, okay. So now we need to reduce the value. So what is the value it will come? So we know that once again this particular block value will be what? So G1 G2 divided by 1 plus G1 is the value, full whole divided by once again 1 plus G1 G2 divided by 1 plus G1 into 1. Correct? H of S is 1. So here it's equal to what? 1 because unity feedback. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now if you simplify this particular value, what is the value you will get? So if you take 1 plus G1 in the denominator as a LCM, so that will become G1 G2 divided by 1 plus G1 plus G1 G2. I think you will get this answer, correct?
Yes, sir.
So if you take this whole thing, so this will be getting multiplied here, okay? Clear? So this is the final answer.
Yes, sir.
So this final answer, how we have to represent? Once again, it will represent like this. C of S. Here it is R of S. So this value is what? G1, G2 divided by 1 plus G1 plus G1, G2. Clear? So like
Yes,
this,
sir.
if you represent, that is the end of the numerical. Clear? So
Yes,
after
sir.
that, you can write that
Yes, sir.
therefore C of S divided by R of S is equal to this particular thing, you write it. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
This thing you take it and copy here. Okay. So it will be what? G1, G2 divided by 1 plus G1 plus G1, G2. So do you have any doubt in this particular numerical, any one of you?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Oh. So now shall we move on to the next numerical?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we'll move on to the next numerical. So by the time I'll take 1 minute of time. By the time you please see that you have any doubt means what you can ask. So now see, if this is the simple numerical, okay, you can able to solve easily. But if the complex numerical has been given, okay, so it is very difficult for you to analyze and do it, correct? So for that, what I will do is I will give you some steps so that you will follow that steps. So you will be understanding and you will be doing the things in a correct way and easy and time with less time. Okay. So write down first steps for reduction of complex block diagram. Steps for reduction of complex block diagram. So step number 1. Okay. What is the first step saying? So combine all blocks in series. Okay. So cascade. Okay. So the first step, if in the block diagram, at any point of time, if there are two blocks which are in series, combine them. That means what? Cascading. So just multiplying the gain value. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So next second step is what? Combine all parallel blocks. Okay, combine all parallel blocks. So here addition, okay, G1 plus G2 if anything is there. See, parallel block and blocks which are in that is feedback blocks are different. Parallel block means the same direction of flow should be there. So feedback means what? Reverse direction. One is in forward and the another one is what? Reverse direction. If it is there, then only it is called as what? Feedback. Else, if the two things are moving in the same direction, then it is called as what? Either in the forward or in the backward direction, then it is called as what? Parallel blocks. Okay, so now this is also very simple. Okay, now the third step is saying that eliminate all minor feedback loops. Eliminate all minor feedback loops. Okay, eliminate all minor feedback loops. So now if I just see that one, this particular numerical. So now what exactly you are done in this particular numerical is, okay, so you have started thinking of blocks in series. So now you think that, okay, so there is a G1 and G2 are in same line, but they are not in series. Why? Because there is a takeoff point. Okay, there is a one point, one line is been taken. That means what, any line is taken, then it cannot be a series. Okay, so if nothing should be there, then only it is in series. Now series is ruled out. Is there any blocks which are in parallel to this one? No. Then what is the third step you have gone? You have gone to the feedback loop. So you found that there is a feedback loop. Then you decided and then you reduce that one. Okay. So once you done that one, so we arrived at this particular solution. So now once we see this one, these two blocks are in series, correct? So now after one step also, you have to follow the steps from the beginning. So you have to see that any blocks are in series. Yes, they are in series. Then we reduced. Okay, then after reducing, we are seeing that any series is there? No. Parallel is there? No. Feedback is there? Yes. So this particular feedback we have taken and then we have solved. So this is a simple block. We can go for only 3 steps, but there are some complicated block diagrams will come. So at that particular time, only 3 is not enough. At that particular time, what we need to do is take that one. Step number 4. So follow this particular step very carefully. Step number 4. Shift summing points. Shift summing points to the left and take off points to the right. Take off point to the right of the major loop. So now this is the fourth step is very important. Okay, always try to shift summing points, okay, to the left and take off points to the right. So keep it in mind always. So summing points should be shifted left side and take off points should be shifted right side. If you do that one 90% of the times, okay, so you will get one minor feedback loops. Okay, so now minor feedback loop or major loop you will get, so that your reduction will become very simple. Is it clear to you? This is the fourth step. Fourth step, always remember, shift the summing points left side, take off points right side. Next step is, this is just a simple representation. It is repeat steps 1 to 4 until canonical form has been achieved. Canonical form has been achieved for a particular input. Repeat steps 1 to 4 until canonical form has been achieved for a particular input. Okay, so that means what? Once we apply one particular loop or one particular step, so if possible second step, like that. Okay, once you apply third step, if once again first step has to be applied, you have to do it. So it means for repetition. So use all these techniques, whatever it is possible, whatever it is good, you have to do it. So then only we'll get the final answer. The last step, if you are saying, repeat steps 1 to 5 for each input as required. Okay, so now we have to repeat the step number 1 to 5 for each input as required. That means what? See, majorly 1 to 4 steps are very important. So once you understand these particular 4 steps and all, then no problem for you. Is that clear? Then all things are repetition. Please write it down, because why I am writing on this board is because this is very important thing. If you understand this one, then you can solve more good numerical by yourself. Taken?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. We'll move on to the next numerical item. Same thing, okay. So simplify the block diagram shown in the figure and find C of S divided by R of S. So the numerical is like this. This is the question. So now please see to it. Taken the question?
Yes, sir.
So now when you see this particular numerical, the first step, is there any block which are in cascade? No. Series is not there. Any blocks are in parallel? You think that this G1 and H1 are in parallel, but what exactly happens is from the G1, after when it is going to the summing point, we are taken a takeoff point, correct? So now this is not be considered as parallel block. That is also ruled out. Any particular feedback loop is there, you will be considering that sir, G1, H2 and this one is a feedback loop, yes. But the thing is what, here H1 is coming in between. So this cannot be a feedback loop also. Then we need to go for the step number 4. So when we are talking about step number 4, we say that shift the summing point to the left and takeoff point to the right. So now here this particular summing point, okay, so if you want to take left, there is no use. So here you cannot take, it is already in the left. Then we have to go for the next thing, that is shift the takeoff point to the right side. So now what I will do is I'll take this particular point and I'll shift to right side. Okay, so write this one, all of you, shift the takeoff point to right side. Shift the takeoff point to the right side. Taken this one, all of you?
Yes, sir.
So now shifting, you have to write here, okay. So by shifting the takeoff point after the block, okay, to the right side means what, after the block. So when you shift the takeoff point, we'll get the modified, okay, the new diagram we will get. So in the new diagram, you can see that the blocks G1 will be here, and here I am going to take H, okay. So now when you shift the takeoff point after the block, what we need to do? Please refer the previous pages and tell me. When we shift the block, when you shift the takeoff point after the block, what modification we need to do?
Divide by G.
So we need to include a block, okay, block value. This particular block value should be taken in reciprocal, okay. So it is a multiplication factor, it will come 1 by G1. The G is the value, that means what, G1 is the value, we have to take it. And then this particular block will go like this. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So now once you take this one, so now when you see this one, okay, this is the minor feedback loop, see. Correct? This is the minor feedback loop and these two blocks are in series. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So now when you are talking about this particular blocks, no, so we will put an end here. Okay, so this particular line value will consider as, okay, this line value will consider as 1. This line value will be considered as 1. Why? Because this whole thing I'm considering as a feedback element. Okay, so I just write it here from the beginning. So R of S will be the input. Fine. So now it is an what is the value you will get directly, can write it here. What is the value it will come? It will be G1 divided by 1 plus
G1
into. So here feedback is there.
1.
Correct? G1 divided by 1 plus G1 into H2. Last numerical H2 was not there. Unity is there. So multiply with 1. Here we need to consider H2 also. Clear? So now once you've done this one, so this is the point. So from here, what exactly happens, I'll show you. So this one thing is going here, okay, with plus, and here the two blocks, what is the block value? It will be H1 divided by, so it will be what? H1 divided by G1 you are going to get. Clear? So now this particular value, the single after one particular point, okay, this particular value we consider as 1. Why? Because finally we are going to multiply this one. So it will be, you can say this, this particular is a parallel block. Blocks in parallel. Blocks in parallel. Okay. So now the blocks in parallel, if you are reducing, so finally you will get like this. So this one is same, G1 divided by G1 divided by 1 plus G1 H2, and here it will be what? If blocks are in series, add the value. That is, adding is what? 1 plus H1 divided by G1. Okay, so it will be going to the C of S. Now these two blocks are in series now, correct? So now blocks are in series. So it will be what? R of S multiply these two things, you will get like G1 divided by 1 plus G1 H2 into 1 plus H1 G1. So this is the final block. Clear? Anyone is having a doubt? So I just brief out the numerical once again. You see that this is the numerical what they are given. So once they are given that, we need to see that whether the two blocks are in series. There are no blocks in series. There are no block in parallel. There are no block which contribute for a feedback loop also. Then what we did? So we have shifted the takeoff point to the right side of the block. So once we shifted here, you can see that shifting the takeoff point here. So when you shift the takeoff point after a block, the particular block value has to be multiplied with reciprocal, that is 1 by G1. So H1 was there, so H1 into 1 by G1 is been multiplied here. And once we done this one, so this particular part will become the feedback loop, and these two things will become the series. So that we have taken and we have reduced here. So once we have taken H1 by G1 here, then here one line is there. So this particular line means what? It is a value is 1. Okay, its value is 1. So now this particular value we have taken 1 plus H1 into G1, H1 divided by G1 is the blocking parallel means what we need to do the addition. Now once you do this one, so these two blocks once again are in the series. Once you it is in series, multiply the value so that you will get a transfer function. So finally what you need to do is, therefore, see it is compulsory. So don't leave at this particular point. Therefore, C of S divided by R of S is equal to G1 divided by 1 plus G1 H2 into 1 plus H1 divided by G1. So once you do this one, your answer is finished. Okay. So do you have any doubt in this one? Okay. Fine.